Today, we delve into the killing of Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov, explore its broader historical and geopolitical significance, and understand what it tells us about the state of intelligence warfare in Eastern Europe. On December 17th, General Igor Kirillov, the Russian officer responsible for Russia's nuclear, biological, and chemical protection forces, was killed in an explosion outside a residential building in Moscow. According to sources within Ukraine's security service, the SBU, Kirillov was specifically targeted for what they claim was the mass use of banned chemical weapons against Ukrainian forces. The explosive device was small, about 300 grams of TNT, but lethal enough to claim the lives of the general and his aide. This was no random act of violence. It was a meticulously planned operation, reportedly carried out via a remotely detonated explosive attached to an electric scooter. The message was clear. Even the most senior Russian officers are not beyond the reach of Ukrainian intelligence. Assassinations as a tool of statecraft have a long and storied history. From the Cold War era, when the KGB and Western intelligence agencies engaged in covert eliminations, to more recent operations by modern agencies, the use of targeted killings has been a constant undertone in geopolitical struggles. What's different now is the context. This is a war happening in Europe's immediate neighborhood, marked by rapid advances in technology, cyber capabilities, and the blurred lines between conventional and unconventional warfare. For Ukraine, the motivation is partly strategic and partly psychological. By eliminating high-profile Russian figures, Ukrainian intelligence signals capability, reach, and resolve. Kirillov's assassination, coming after years of conflict and numerous alleged chemical weapons incidents, can be seen as Ukraine's attempt to enforce accountability beyond the battlefield. Historically, the Soviet Union and later the Russian Federation were known to target dissidents abroad, from Leon Trotsky in Mexico in the 1940s to recent poisonings in the UK. Now, it seems these tactics are coming full circle as Ukrainian agents target Russian figures on their home soil. This represents a shift in the classic dynamic. For the first time in decades, Russia finds its top personnel vulnerable inside its own capital. Ukraine's intelligence community consists of multiple agencies, with the SBU and HUR, Ukraine's military intelligence, being the most active. These organizations have become increasingly agile, operating deep within Russia, aided by local informants and perhaps newly established networks. The competition between these agencies, such as tensions between Alexander Poklad of the SBU and Kirilo Budanov of HUR, adds another layer of complexity. While they may vie for influence, both appear united in the mission to strike at high-level targets, projecting an image of reach and lethality. The capability to carry out a successful assassination in Moscow demonstrates that Ukraine is not confined to defense within its borders. This infiltration capability challenges the long-held perception that Russia enjoys untouchable domestic security. It also underscores a new phase in the conflict where political, military, and propaganda fronts are intertwined. State-sponsored assassinations are not unique to this conflict. Several nations have engaged in such activities to protect their interests or retaliate against adversaries. From the Mossad's targeted killings in the Middle East to the CIA's Cold War-era operations, the global playbook on covert eliminations is well known. The Kirillov assassination aligns with a broader historical pattern where states leverage clandestine actions to compensate for conventional military asymmetries or to deliver strategic messages. The central accusation against General Kirillov involves the alleged use of banned chemical munitions. If true, such violations escalate the moral and legal dimensions of this war, potentially influencing international opinion and future policy decisions. By eliminating Kirillov, Ukraine may be trying to deter future use of such weapons and cast the spotlight on an underreported dimension of the conflict, one that could shape how future international tribunals view the actions of Russian military leadership. The assassination of General Igor Kirillov is more than a sensational headline. It marks a significant moment in a conflict defined by its complexity, where espionage, disinformation, and covert operations all merge into a single tense narrative. This event suggests that Ukrainian intelligence is not only functional but formidable, capable of extending its reach into the Russian heartland. It's a reminder that in modern warfare, no front is secure and no high-profile figure is untouchable. As we look ahead, questions remain. Will this killing deter the alleged use of chemical weapons or prompt new reprisals? Will it escalate the clandestine struggle between rival intelligence agencies? And how will these tactics shape the evolving rules of engagement? The answers may determine not only the course of this conflict, but also the future norms of statecraft and warfare in the 21st century. If you found this analysis insightful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments. What implications do you see arising from such high-profile assassinations? Your engagement helps foster deeper understanding and dialogue on these critical global issues.